Hello, lovelies. Just letting you know that the bar is open for about another 10 minutes, so you can race off and get a drink, a rum or whatever else you drink, a porridge. The bar will be closing at 6. Thank you.
Yes, I will try. I don't like my chances without my glasses though. No. I can just see my cousin and see where that goes. Thank you.
Well, the main thing is that the main thing is beautiful. I do want to.
This is really well done, actually. No, of course not.
Okay, about an hour and a half. There's a little prologue at the moment. Excellent. There is an official Cairns, which people who went to Cairns get to dress up as Cairns.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, envies and all. It is a pleasure to have you here tonight at the final showing of Richard III. Please take your seats if you're still standing and hold on for the ride on the wagon seas. I am Wendy, your MC for tonight, which we know means the mistress of the Caribbean, or is it the Coral Sea? I've got a few housekeeping things to talk about. You know what they are, but I'll remind you. So tonight on board, if you're looking for the head of the ship, otherwise known as the toilet, you'll find it out back of the dock, around behind the tank. Now you can gain access either by walking the plank to the left or to the right. And likewise, if we have a problem, then that's the way to exit in an emergency. However, you don't expect that, and if there is, I will help organise, because we do not want any drownings tonight. Also, can you please turn your phones to silent, off, or if you really must, vibrate. If you don't have a phone, please put those carrier pigeons away. Now, we have the opportunity, if you wish, for a little bit of audience participation tonight. Which reminds me, can everybody see okay? Can you see? Oh, good. Because the stage is the deck of a boat, which makes all of you the sea. So when you hear a musical interlude or dancing on stage, if you feel the urge, just give a wave, just like the sea has waves. Now we do have a few no-nos tonight. Now, as much as we love it, villains and pirates and all the things that happen, we don't want any boos and hisses. All of the actors on stage tonight are doing their very best and a wonderful job. So we want to celebrate that. As I mentioned earlier, the bar will be closed now for the performance. And we're requesting no photography tonight because we do have a couple of professional photographers in the crowd, and of course the cameras are back. Okay,
our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now are our brows bound with victorious wreaths, for envisaged war hath smoothed the wrinkled front. And now, instead of mounting barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber. But I, that am curtailed of fair proportion, cheated of feature by dissembling nature, default, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world, scarce half made up. Since I cannot prove a lover, I am determined to prove a villain. Plots that I have laid, set my brother Clarence and the captain in deadly hate, the one against the other. Heavens, Clarence, explain this entanglement.
Captain, tendering my person's safety to convey me to the brig.
Ah, not you then. May I know?
I, Richard, mutiny, many a lie and slander upon me.
Ah, fear not, Clarence. At length the truth will out.
Enough! No man shall have private conference of what degree soever with his brother.
At ease, Brackenbury. We speak no treason. We say the captain is wise and virtuous, and his queen well struck in
I
years.
beseech you to pardon me, and with all forbear your conference.
I know thy charge, Brackenbury, and will obey.
We are her subordinates, Clarence, and must obey. Brother, farewell.
Farewell.
Patience, for your imprisonment shall not be long. Go tread that flank, and thou shalt ne'er return. Simple, plain Clarence, I do love thee so, that I will shortly send thy soul to heaven. But who comes here? The new delivered Hastings?
Good day unto you, quartermaster.
Shipwright, how hast thou brooked imprisonment?
With patience, that I shall live to give them things that were the cause of my imprisonment.
So shall Clarence too, for your enemies are his.
Pity, eagles be mute, while buzzards pray at liberty.
What news abroad?
No news so bad abroad as this at home. The king is sickly, weak, and his physicians fear him mightily.
No, by St. Paul, this news is bad indeed. It's very grievous to be thought on. What, is he in his bed?
He is.
Go you before, and I shall follow you. He cannot live, I hope. I must not die. I'll urge his hatred more to Clarence, with lives well steeled with weighty arguments. Clarence have not another day to live, which done, good Captain Edward 'tis next, and leave the world for me to buckle in. Then I'll marry our captive Lady Anne. What? Though I killed her husband and her father? The readiest way to make the wench amends is to become her husband and her father. Which will I do? Not all so much for love as for some other secret close intent. Yet I run before my horse to market. Clarence still breathes. Edward still reigns. When they are gone, then must I count my days.
Cursed be the hand that made these fatal holes. Cursed the blood that led this blood from hence. If ever he hath wife, that her be made as miserable by the death of him as I am made by my poor lord and thee. Rest you while I lament Edward's cause.
Stay, you cannot endure sweet beauty's wreck, you should not blemish it. Ye that bereft thee, lady, of thy husband, bid it to help thee to a better husband.
His better doth not breathe upon the earth.
He lives that loves thee better than he could.
Where is he?
Here. Why dost thou spit at me?
Would it be a lion-fish toxin for thy sake?
Never came poison from so sweet a place.
Never hung poison on a fouler toad. Out of my sight, thou dost infect mine eyes.
Thine eye of mine hath drawn salt tears, like when told the sad story of my father's death. My manly eye did scorn a humble tear, and what these sorrows could not vent his sails. Root, axe, and face, line, weep. Teach not I live such scorn, for they were made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. If thou, revengeful heart, cannot forgive, nay, do not pause, for I did kill Governor Henry. What was thy heavenly face that set me on? Take up the cutlass, or take up me.
I will not be the executioner.
Then bid me kill myself.
I have already.
Tush, that was in thy rage. Speak it again.
I would, if I knew thy heart, as I fear both are false.
This never man was true. But shall I live in hope? Vouchsafe to wear this ring.
To take is not to give.
As you wish. Bid me farewell.
'Tis more than you deserve. But since you teach me how to flatter you, imagine I have said farewell already.
Was ever woman in this humour wound? Was ever woman in this humour won? I'll have her, but I'll not keep her long. What? I, that killed her husband and her father, to take her in her heart's extremest hate, with curses in her mouth, tears in her eyes, and yet to win her all the world to nothing. Upon my life, she finds, although I cannot, myself to be a marvelous proper man, and entertain some score of sailors to study fashions to adorn my body. Shine out, fair sun, till I have bought a glass, so I may see my shadow as I pass.
If Captain Edward were dead, what would be tired of me? Oh, his trust is put unto Richard, that loves not me, nor none of you, and he shall stand in as king. So you're the captain today?
Buck and I have come from visiting him.
He desires to make atonement betwixt Richard, your allies, and Hastings.
Would all were well, but that will never be. I fear our happiness is at the heart.
Who are they that complain unto the captain? Because I cannot flatter and speak fair, I must be held a rancorous enemy, abused by
never did incense him against Clarence. I had rather be a country servant maid than what I am, to be thus taunted, scorned, and baited at.
Help! I spare not. Look what I have said. I dare adventure to be sent to break. It's time to speak. My pains are quite forgot.
Out, devil! I remember them too well. Thou slewest my husband Henry, and Edward, my poor son.
Ere you were a lady, yea, or your husband governor, our bloody skullduggery led to his governorship. Let me put in your mind, if you forget, what you have been, ere now, what you are, withal, what I have been, what I am.
A murderous villain, and so still thou art. Hide thee to hell for shame, and leave the world. Thou cat demon, there thou kingdom is.
Richard, in those busy days, which ere you urged to prove us enemies, we followed then our captain. So should we you, if you should take this birth.
If I should be, I had rather be a beggar. Far be it from my heart before.
Hear me, you wrangling pirates, that fall out in sharing that which you have killed from me. You trembles not to look on me. Oh, gentle villain, do not turn away.
Ha! Wrinkled witch! What makest thou in my sight? Wert thou not set adrift?
I was, but I did find more pain at sea than death can yield me here. The sorrows that I have by right are yours, and all the pleasures you usurp are mine. What were you starved for before I came? Ready to catch each other by the throat. Turn you all your hatred now on me. And curses pierce the clouds and enter heaven. Why then give way, dull clouds, to my quick curses? By Sir Feet, die your captain, Rivers, Dorset, Hastings. I pray that none of you may live your natural age.
I've done thy charm, thou hateful, withered hand.
And leave out me, stay dog, that thou shalt hear me, thou troubler of the poor world's peace. Let the worm of conscience gnaw thy howled soul. No sleep close up that deadly eye of thine, unless it be while some tormenting dream.
False-boding woman, end thy frantic curse, lest to thy harm thou move our patience.
Oh, for the soldier buck, I kiss thy hand in sign of me. Seek an amity with me. Beware of yonder dog. When he fawns, he bites, and when he bites, what does he say, Buck?
Nothing that I respect, quartermaster.
Oh, remember this another day, when he shall split thy very heart with sorrow, and say, poor Margaret was a prophetess. Oh.
My head doth stand on end to hear her curses.
I cannot blame her. She hath had too much wrong, and I repent my part thereof that I have done to her.
a call for you. And for you, on this crew. Captain, we come. Men, will you go with us?
We will.
I do the wrong, and first begin to brawl. The secret mischiefs that I set upon to Clarence I have laid in darkness. Hastings, Stanley, Buck say the Queen and allies have done it. Now they believe it, and withal wed me to be revenged on rivers. And thus I clothe my naked villain in old odd ends stolen out of holy writ, and seem a saint when most I play the devil. But soft, here comes my executioner. How now, my hardy, stout, resolved mate? Are you now going to dispatch this deed?
We have come to have the warrant to be a minute waitless.
Very well. I have it here about me. Then be sudden in the execution, for Clarence is well spoken, and may move your heart to pity if you mark it.
Fear not. We will not stand to praise. We are talkers, not doers. We have come to use our hands, not our tongues.
Your eyes drop millstones, where fools' eyes drop tears. I like you, lads. About your business, straight. Go, dispatch.
Very well.
Richard! Hello! Oh, Brackenbury! I have passed a miserable night, so full of nightmarish sights, of ghastly dreams.
What was your dream?
Methought I was embarked to cross the Cuba, and in my company, my brother Richard, who from my cabin tempted me to walk upon the hatches. As we paced along, Richard stumbled and, in falling, struck me that thought to stay him overboard into the tumbling billows of the main. A splash at first, and then a plea. Oh, what pain it was to drown! I saw 1,000 fearful wrecks, Spanish ships, Dutch ships, now resting in those deep depths. 10,000 men that fishes gnawed upon, wretches of gold, heaps of pearl, unvalued jewels, all scattered at the bottom of the sea, which wooed the slimy bottom of the deep, and mocked them dead men's bones, and lay scattered by, all guarded by the slithering monstrous kraken! Then began the tempest in my soul. I trembling waked, and for a season after could not believe that I was in hell. Such terrible impression made the dream.
Oh, don't marvel though it affrighted you. I promise I'm afraid you
I'm afraid to hear it too.
Oh, Brackenbury, I have done those things which now bear evidence against my soul. I pray thee.
Which now bears evidence against your soul.
I pray thee, gentle keeper, stay by me. My soul is heavy, and I fain would sleep.
Oh. Why then, what are you? And how came you hither?
We will speak with Clarence.
And he came hither on his leg.
Yea, are you so free?
Showing your commission.
Back off the mob! I am in this, commanded to deliver Clarence to your hands. I will not read
lips. No. Oh, no. Then it will say 'twas done cowardly.
'Twas done cowardly.
When he waits,
Judgment Day.
fool, he will never wait. Until judgment day. That word judgment hath bred remorse in me. How art thou afraid not to kill him? That act of God that no warrant can defend, but to return to my supreme leader and tell him, it stirs. I shall strike.
Oh no! In God's name, what art thou?
I'm mad.
Who sent you hither? Have I offended you?
Offended I? You have not. But the king of the pirates.
For the king of the pirates!
Erroneous vessel, king of the pirates. There is only one great king, hath in the tables of his law commanded, and thou shalt not kill. Take heed, for he holds vengeance in his steely hands, to hurl upon the heads that break his law.
Thy brothers love you as a sea. Richard will be the king of the pirates.
Oh no! Richard,
Yes.
my own brother?
He despises you.
Richard. No, do not slander him, for he is kind.
Oh no! Relent! I despise myself.
Hast thou that holy feeling in thy soul to counsel me to make my peace with God? Ah, consider, he that set you on to do this deed will hate you for the deed. Relent and save your souls.
Correct! Like that! And if all that won't do, I'll drown you in the mouth you butt within. A bloody deed! Desperately dispatched. How fine like the latte. Would I wash my hands of his greedy and guilty murder done? But God, make peace with God!
Oh, no! Richard! Brother!
Oh, blood is certainly being spilt. I'm Burgundy! How cheated am I to see the white spade from his eyes? But let's rejoice. Come! His sadness still waters.
Nelson's blood, wouldn't it?
Do it, say on! Do it, say on! Do it, say on!
Nelson's blood, wouldn't it?
Do it, say on! And the old hang on behind. Do it, say on! Do it, say on! Do it, say on!
What will it
Do it, say on! And the old hang on behind.
At night with the girls, wouldn't it?
Do it, say on! Do it, say on! Do it, say on!
At night with the girls, wouldn't it?
Do it, say on! And the old hang on behind. Do it, say on! Do it, say on! Do it, say on!
Why so have I not done a good day's work? You not continue the ship on course. My heart departs to heaven, and my praise is of peace. Take heed, do not dally before your captain.
My heart is purged from grudging hate, Captain, my hand, I seal my true heart's love.
Come, Hastings. Forevermore, remember our former name. So thrive I, ever.
Never but doth turn its hate on you or yours. Punish me with hate where I expect most love, when I have most need to employ a friend, and most assured, he is a friend.
Richard,
Good morrow, my captain, and queen, and ye scallywags. 'Tis a happy time of day.
a happy day indeed, Richard. We spoke of enmity, peace, and love.
I'll labour, my captain. Amongst this heap, if any here holding foe, 'tis death to me to be at enmity. I hate it, and desire all good men's love. First, none. I entreat true peace of you all. Of you, Buck, if ever any grudge will lodge between us, and without deserve to frown on me, 'tis only with the redcoats that my soul is any jot at odds.
Well, Captain, I beseech you, show mercy on Clarence.
What, man, have I offered love for this to be so bout in the captain's presence? Who knows not? Clarence is dead. You do him injury to scorn his corpse.
Who knows not he is dead? Who knows he is?
All-seeing ocean, what a world is this?
Clarence said that order was reversed.
But he, poor soul, by your first order died, and that a winged Mercury did bear. Some tardy cripple for the countermand.
A boon, Captain, for my service done.
I pray thee pity of my soul.
I will not ride unless your highness grant.
Speak up, what is it thou demanding?
The forfeit, Captain, of my servant's life.
A son of doom, Clarence death. His fault was thought, that his punishment was cruel death. He spoke to me of your fate. We spoke of brotherhood. He fought for me. He rescued me when capsized. The proudest of you beholding to him, and none less than Hastings,
Yes, Captain?
take me to your captain. Oh, Clarence!
This is the fruit of rashness. Mark you not how the guilty allies of Elizabeth looked pale when they did hear of Clarence's death? But come, let us comfort the captain with our company.
If only my noble child were still alive, how I weep so and beat my breast, crying out, "Oh, Clarence, my unhappy son!" How I look around and shake my head and call the lot orphans, wretches, castaways. Richard, that bastard bludgeoner of Coney, I, my son, and therein my shame. Yet from my doves he drew not this deceit. Do I blame him, as others do? Has deceit taken such deformed shape, one expelled from my womb?
make an enemy, to make an act of tragic violence.
What means this scene of rude impudence?
Captain Edward, your son, is dead.
Oh, so much interest have I in thy sorrow, as I had title in thy husband. I have been wept a worthy husband's death, and lived looking on his images, but now 2 mirrors of his semblance are cracked in pieces by the malignant death, and I, for comfort, have but one fault to laugh. That grieves me when I see my shame in him. Thou art a widow, yet thou art a mother, and hast the comfort of a childbed. But death has snatched my husband from my arms, and Clarence, and now Edward, from my feeble hands. Oh, what God have I, thine being but a moiety of mine own, to overgo thy woes and drown thy cries?
We weep kindred tears in our lamentation. I am not barren to bring forth the flames. All springs reduce their waters to mine eyes, that I, being governed by the watery moon, may bring forth plenteous tears to drown the water. Ah, for my husband, for my dear Captain.
Alas for both mine, Edward, and Clarence.
What stay had I but Edward? And he is gone. Was never widow had so dear a loss.
Was never mother had so dear a loss. Alas, I am the mother of these griefs. Thy woes are puzzled, mine is general.
Sister, have comfort. We all have cause to wail the dimming of our shining star, but none can help our harms by wailing.
Bless thee, and put meekness in thy breast. Love, charity, obedience, and true beauty.
Amen. And may me die a good old man.
As I, though we have spent the harvest of this captain, we are to reap the harvest from another, lest a new heel wound of malice breaks out, which would be so much more than dangerous. By how much the ocean is blue, and yet ungoverned. Every ship there's commanding range.
I hope the captain made peace with all of us, and the compact stands firm and true in me.
And so in me, and so I think, in all.
Then he is so. My other self, my oracle, my prophet, my dear cousin. I, as a child, will go by thy direction. Sail toward promotion then, for we will not stay behind.
What news?
What is thy news then?
your willingness. Come, let us sup the time.
Ah, a message from Stanley. Could not sleep these tedious nights. I dreamt tonight that the Kraken had raised my health. Therefore, I sent to know your pleasure, to shun the danger that my soul divides. These fears are a shallow, wanting instance, and for his dreams, I wonder he is so fond to trust the mockery of unquiet slumbers. Ah, good morrow, Catsby. What news? What news?
'Tis a reeling world indeed, my man, and I believe 'twill never stand upright till Richard sits as the king of the pirates.
Dost thou mean he commanded flotilla?
I hasten.
I'll have mine head captain, ere I will see the chair filled by he. But I shall laugh at this, a 12-month hence, that they who brought me in Stanley's hate, I live to look upon their tragedy. I tell thee, Catsby,
What, my lord?
ere a fortnight make me elder, I'll send some packing that think yet not on it.
'Tis a vile thing to die, my friend, when men are unfair. Look not for it,
Oh, monstrous, monstrous.
for their counting hanging upon the figurehead.
Come on. Where's your harpoon, man? Give you the ocean and go so unprovided.
Ha!
My mateys, good morrow. You may jest on, but I...
Stanley, I hold my life as dear as you do yours, and never in my life more precious to me than now. Think you, but that I know of pirate coves secure.
The crew of the Pomfret supposed their ship was shore, and they indeed had no cause to mistrust. But yet, you see how soon the day are over.
Come on, have wit. Today the ship you talk of is sunk. Its captain and crew have all been hung.
I see the storm still done queen.
I thank thee, I'm in your debt to the last ritual.
'Tis but ditch delivered by a tribe.
At the next ritual, I will content you.
What? You've been talking to a witch doctor, Hastings? Your allies, they do need one of them. You have no shribbing work in hand.
When I met this shaman, those you talk of did come into mind. What? Go you toward the grave?
I do, man. For long I shall not stay. I shall return before your fence.
It's like enough, for I stay dinner there.
And supper too, although thou knowest not. Come, will you go?
Aye.
Come forth, Father Peter. Let me know if you like it out. Come haste. Walk this fine timber. These the fine below.
All you want, at once, the cause why we are met is to determine the leader of this pirate league. Speak, when is the vote?
Are all things fitting for that time?
It is, and wants but a nomination.
Who knows Richard's mind herein?
But you should soon as know his mind.
We know each other. But for our hearts he knows no more of mine than of yours. Hastings, you and he are near in love.
I have not stabbed him, officers, but you may name the time, and on the Duke's behalf, I'll give my voice. Now, in good time, here comes the quartermaster.
Oh, good morrow. I have been long a sleeper.
Have not you come upon your cue, my Lord Hastings, had pronounced your part?
That is my Hastings. No man might be bolder.
I thank thee.
Cousin Buck, a word with you. our business and finds the testy squab so hot as will lose his head ere give consent. I pray you all, tell me what they deserve that you conspire my death with devilish plots of damned witchcraft, now prevailed upon my body with their hellish charms.
I say, those British, they have deserved death.
See how you are bewitched. Behold, my arms like a blasted sapling withered up, and this, Captain Edward's wife, that monstrous witch.
If they have done this thing, my man.
If, thou, Captain, of this damned strumpet, tellest me, thou ifs, thou art a traitor. To the bottom of the ocean, I swear by St. Clement, I will not die until I have seen the same. The rest, love me, rise and follow me.
Be a dinner. Long to see you drown!
Beshrew you, Richard!
Oh, so dear, I love the man. I must weep.
Could you imagine? Almost believed were not that, by great preservation, we lived to talent you, the subtle traitor. This day had plotted on this very deck to murder me and the quartermaster. What had he sowed?
The peace of the sea and our person's safety enforced us to this execution.
Nail to the galley wall!
Cousin Buck goes toward the galley,
Aye.
ties him in all post. Infer the boss of the event. Moreover, urge his hateful lechery and bestial appetite in change of lust that strips their daughters and wives.
Fear not, Richard, I'll play the orator, as if the golden bee, for which I plead, were for myself.
Take notice that no manner of person any time have recourse unto the mutinous crew. Touched you the boss of the event?
I did. The incestuous greediness of his desire, his tyrannical trifles, his own bastardy. Your discipline in war, wisdom in peace, your bounty, virtue, and humility. And when my oratory grew to an end, I bid them that cry, Hail Richard, King of the Pirates!
Ah! And did they so?
No. Captain, they spoke not a word.
What? Ah, but what were they? Or not they speak?
The cook, he is here at hand. In case of fear, being not easily won to our request, still lends a nay, and take it.
Aha! No doubt we'll make it a happy issue.
Go up to the lead. He knocks. Welcome. I bears attendance here. I think Richard will not be spoke to withal. Here comes his lackey. How now, Catchby? What say ye?
He doth entreat your request to visit him tomorrow or next day. Here's the thing, with two confidants.
Tell him, myself, the cook, and ye crew, indeed divines in matters of great moment, I come to have some parley with him.
I'll tell him what you say.
Aha, my man. This captain, he is not Edward. He is not lolling on a lewd day bed, but meditating with two deep divines, but praying to enrich his watchful soul. Happy we would all be if this candidate takes to himself the helm thereof. But sure, I fear we shall ne'er win him to it.
Forbid this man, say his name.
I fear he will. Gatsby, what say ye?
He wonders to what end you have assembled such crew to speak with him. He fears you mean no good to him.
Oh, by heaven, I come in perfect love. Pardon us the interruption of thy devotion to prosperity.
There needs no such apology. I do suspect I have done some offence.
You have. Would it might please you to amend that fault?
Else wherefore breathe I in a prosperous land?
Yeah, then know this. We heartily solicit yourself to take on the charge, not as quartermaster, but as captain.
But my humble self is unmanageable to your request. First, if all obstacles were cut away, yet so much is my poverty of spirit, so mighty and so many my defects, as I would rather hide me from my greatness. Yet be thanked, there is no need of it.
You say there is a better fit than thine, so say not we. Take yourself this profit, benefit, or dignity.
All crews agree.
Refuse not this profit loyalty.
I beseech, take it not amiss. I can't, nor I will not yield.
Now, come, cook, crew, sounds I'll entreat no more.
Do not swear, my mate buck.
Huh?
Call them again, my lord, and accept their suit.
Would you enforce me to a world of care? Well, call them again, for I'm not made of stone. Since you buckle fortune on my back, I must have patience to endure the load. For you may partly see how far I am from the desire thereof.
Come on, you dirty pirates, fall like a trap. Let's go and look for riches on the sea roads. He is the biggest rumble that ever you can hear. There's never been such a rumble, never above this 100 year. A ship was sailing from the east, going to the west. Loaded with silks and satins and much other beads. But meeting there with riches, rude vanity. Riches brought them all, their wealth within themselves like me.
Who leads us here? Lady by the hand of Richard. Now, for my life, she's wandering to the bridge. Daughter, well now,
God give your graces both a happy and a joyful time of day.
As much to you, sister. Whither away?
No farther than the ship's free, and, as I guess, upon the like devotion as yourself.
Kind sister, thanks. We'll enter all together. And in good time, here in
Right well, dear madam. By your patience, the king of the pirates hath straitly charged to the contrary.
the king. Why is that?
I cry ye mercy, I mean the courtmaster.
kingly title does not exist, hath he set bounds betwixt the other crew and me? Who should keep me from them?
I am the captain you are.
I am quartermaster's betrothed. Then bring me to their sights. I'll bear thy blame and take thy office from thee on my peril.
No, madam, no. I may not leave it so. I am bound by oath, and therefore, pardon me.
Let me but meet you, ladies, 1 hour hence, and I'll speak my piece to you, Elizabeth. And madam, come, madam, you must straight to captain's quarters. There he be crowned Richard's queen.
Oh, cut my lace in sunder, that my pet heart may have some scope to beat, or else I swoon with that killing news.
Despiteful tidings, oh unpleasing news.
Go, poor soul, I envy not thy glory. To feed my humour, wish thyself no harm.
No. Why? When he that is my husband now came to me, when scarce the blood was well washed from my hands, weeping then, I looked on Richard's face. My wish, be thou, quoth I? Ah, curse. And when thou west, let sorrow haunt thy bed. Even in so short a space, my woman's heart grossly grew captive to his honey words, and proved the subject of my own soul's curse, which ever since have kept my eyes from rest. For never yet 1 hour in his bed have I enjoyed the golden dew of sleep, but been waked by his timorous dreams. Besides, he hates me for my father Warwick, and will no doubt shortly be rid of me.
Poor-hearted Jew, I envy not thy glory.
No more than for my soul, I mourn for yours.
Farewell, thou woeful welcomer of war.
Adieu, poor soul, thou takest thy leave of it.
Go thou to Richard, and may the good angels guard thee. Go thou to sanctuary, and may good thoughts possess thee. I to my grave, where peace and rest lie with me. 80 odd years of sorrow have I seen, and each hour's joy wrapped with a week of grief.
Stay, yet look back with me unto the brink. Pity you, ancient stones, those poor fellows whom envy hath allured in your walls. So sorrow, bid your stones farewell.
Stand all apart.
My
Oliver,
gracious captain.
give me thy hand. Thus high, by thy advice, is Captain Richard seated.
Still live they, and may they forever last.
Edward lives. Think now what I would say.
Say on, my loving lord.
Why, Buck, I say I would be king.
Why, so you are.
Imprisoned lackeys of Edward still live. Shall I be plain? I wish the bastard's dead, and would have it suddenly performed. What sayest thou?
Your grace may do your pleasure.
Do I have thy consent that they shall die?
Give me some breath, some little pause, my lord, before I positively hear him. I will resolve your grace immediately.
God, grow circumspect. Hath he so long held out with me untied, and stops he now for breath? How now? What news?
I hear Dorset's fled to Richmond, in those parts beyond the sea, where he abides.
Cathy, my lord. Rumour it hold that Anne, my wife, is sick, and like to die. I must be married to my my brother's daughter, or my kingdom stands on woodworm planks. Darest thou resolve to kill a coup of mine?
Aye, my lord, I will kill any enemy.
Two deep enemies, Gerald. I mean those bastards in the brig. Say it is done, and I will love thee and prefer thee for it.
'Tis done.
My lord, I claim your gift the which you offer. I should possess. What say you on my just amount?
'Tis rumour that Richmond was a little peevish boy, and now he is a tadpole.
My lord, the promise of an extra share. Thou dost. I put your grace in mind of what you had promised me.
Oh, thy begging! I am not in the giving vein today.
Now resolve me! Resolve me! Is it even so? Rewards he my true service with such deep content made I him, king of the pirates, for this, for this!
Thy news?
It is done, my lord.
Didst thou see them dead?
I did, my lord.
Come to me, Gerald, after supper, and tell of their deaths. Farewell. The lackeys of Edward sleep, and Anne hath bid the world good night. Now, I know that dog Richmond aims at sinking our ships.
My lord,
Good news or bad?
bad news, my lord. More fleet to Richmond.
Ah,
And, but, back of the hardy Welshman is in field. Still, power creeps.
ah, Richmond troubles me more than Buck. Come, we must be brief when traitors brave the field.
So now prosperity begins to mellow and drop into the rotten mouth of death. Here in the lower decks confines, slyly have I learned to watch the waning of mine adversaries. A dire induction am I witness to and will to France, hoping the consequence will prove as bitter, black, and tragical. Withdraw thee, wretched Margaret.
Tell me, thou villain slave, where is my crew?
Thou toad, where is Cairns?
Where is kind Hastings, Rivers, Bourne?
Elizabeth, you have a daughter called Lizzie.
And must she die for this? Let her live.
Her life is only safest in my birth.
Tell me, what dignity, what honor proves that? Be brief, lest thy kindness telling last longer than thy kindness date.
Then know that from my soul I love thy daughter and mean to make her queen.
How canst thou woo her? Send her a story of thy noble acts. Tell her thou madest away with her uncle Rivers, her uncle Vaughan. Aye, and for her sake, made quick conveyance with her good aunt Ellen.
You mock me. This is not the way to win your daughter.
What were I best to do?
What bounty I did take from you, I'll give to your daughter. Go acquaint her with the marriage joys, and when this arm of mine hath chastised the petty rebel Buck, will I come and lead her to a conqueror's bed.
What were I best to do?
Say that I will love her everlastingly.
But how long fairly shall her sweet lie last? So long as hell and Richard liken it?
That is past. Lead what I will be, not what I have been.
Shall I forget myself to be myself? Thou didst kill my captain and allies.
but in your daughter's womb I bury them.
Shall I go win my daughter to thy will? Write to me very shortly, and you shall know from me her mind.
Bear her my true love's kiss, and so farewell. Relenting, form, and shallow, changing woman. How now? What news with you?
King, to the east of Redmond name. Richmond is the eminent. Bad news. His cousin Buck is a traitor.
Some lightfoot friend posted them. Ratcliffe myself, or Catesby. Where is he?
Here, my lord.
Fly to Buck. Post thou to Salisbury. Why stayest thou still and goest not?
First, Captain, let me know your mind. What order shall I deliver to him?
Oh, true good Catesby. Bid him levy straight the greatest strength and power he can make, and come here to me presently.
I go.
My mind is changed.
Oh, do it.
Well now, what news with you?
None good, my captain. Please you with the hearing. Nor none so bad, but it may well be told.
Once more, what news?
Stirred up by Dorset, Buck, and Ellie. He made for us.
Then let him stink! What doth he there?
I know not, but by guess.
Guess wherefore the dog comes? Thou wilt revolt and fly to him, I fear.
Not I, their form is trust me not.
Where are they following then? Are they not sailing now from the east, safe conducting rebels from their ships?
My ships are in the north.
Why are my ships in the north when they should be blockaded in the east?
They have domains commanded, mighty pirate king. Please you to your majesty to give me leave, and I'll muster up mine, your crew, and meet the flotilla, where on the time we shall be.
Go muster men. Leave behind your second, George. Let your oath be firm, or else his head's assurance is but frail.
So deal with him as I prove true to you.
Now from the south, by allies well advertised, Captain Courtney and the haughty prelate Exeter, his brother there, many more competitors. My captain also news that to the west, enemies in every hour, more competitors flock to their aid, and still their power increases. Secondly, the ships of the most foul turncoat back.
Nothing but shedding of death! Till thou brings better news!
The news I have left to tell is that by sudden swells and white caps, Buck's ships are dispersed and scattered, and he himself jettisoned away alone. No man knows whither.
Hath it proclaimed across the cruise, reward to him that brings a traitor in.
Such proclamation hath already been made. More good tidings I bring to your notice. The British Navy are dispersed by tempest, and Richmond sent a boat to the shore to ask those on the banks if they were his assistants, yea or no. Who answered him? They came from Buck upon his party. He, mistrusting them, hoisted sail and made away for open sea.
Sail on! To gun down those upstarts with cannon and flint.
Has been port and back. That is the best news. That Admiral Richmond is within mighty power of the warships is colder tidings, yet they must be told.
Away toward the east. Take order, Buckers, to tread the board.
second in command is in his hold. If I revolt, off goes George's head. The fear of that withholds my present aid. But tell me, where is Richmond now?
Aboard his flagship, the Pembroke, off the coast.
What men of name resort to him?
Sir Walter Herbert, a renowned soldier. Sir Gilbert Talbot. Sir William Stanley. Sir James Blunt, Oxford. And Rice ap Thomas, with a valiant crew. And many more of noble fame and worth. And towards Richard's ships they do bend their course. If, by the way, they be not thought withal.
Return unto thy lord. Commend me to him. These letters will resolve him of my mind. Farewell.
My name is Richard III.
Oh, my name's Richard III, as I sail, as I sail. Oh, my name's Richard III, as I sail. My name's Richard III, obey my laws or be murdered. As it was wickedly I did as I sail. I burned Clarence and I left him in his grove. Not many leagues from shore I was sick. At night in death I found every breath of my repents. My vows I soon forget. I spied the ships from Spain and I fired them amain. I roasted them I slain as I sailed. I spied the ships from France and to them I did advance. And I took them all by chance. And I took them all by chance.
Richard, not let me speak with him. Hastings, Clarence, Edward, Grey, Governor Henry and his son Edward, and all that have miscarried by underhand, corrupted, foul injustice. This day is my body's doomsday. This is the day that in Captain Edward's time I wished to fall on me, when I was made false to him and his allies. This is the day wherein I wish to fall by the false faith of him I trusted most. This is the day too my fearful soul in the determined respite of my wrong, that I, all seer I dallied with, had fallen upon my head. Thou dost heap put swords of wicked men to point their own at me. Now Margaret's curse has fallen upon my head. When he, quoth she, shall split thy heart with sorrow. Come, sir, convey me to the plague. Wrong hath but wrong, plague, the Jew of plague.
Fellows in arms, loyal soldiers, colonies under the yoke of tyranny, thus far we have sailed into the demon sea, and we have allowed us to reap the benefits of being able to have Father Stanley's fair lines of fair comfort and encouragement. This wretched, bloody, usurping boar who has ruined the summer fields and your fruitful vines and has spilled your warm blood into wash. This Swine lies in a cove near an isle next to the fort's keep, we learn. From hither to there, but half a day's march. In God's name, cheerily on, we must reap the harvest of perpetual peace through this one bloody trial of sharp war.
Every man's conscience is 1,000 swords to fight against that bloody homicide. I doubt not but his friends will fly to us.
He has no friends who are friends for fair. The king is greatest need will shrink from him.
All to our advantage. In God's name, march on. True hope is swift and flies with swallow wings. Kings that makes God and meaner creatures kings.
On the beach, pitch your tents, even in the open. Why, sorry. Why are you so sad?
Arr, me heart is 10 times lighter than me looks.
Nay, no.
Here must be some captain.
No, that we must have knocks, must we not?
We must both give him 10.
Nay, Norfolk, there's best to launch a plague upon those tyrants that wish to see us kneel. We kneel for no one!
Hey!
Strong and upright liberators, who stand for their freedom! Who has described the number of the foe?
6,000 or 7,000 is their utmost power.
I'll get scrabble that account, and my name stands a city out of conquest. Survey the fields! No delay, for tomorrow is a busy day.
The weary sun has made a golden set and bids a goodly day on the morrow. Blunt, get me some ink and some parchment, and we'll plan and mould our battle. And Captain Blunt, bid my good night to the officers. And before thou goest, where is standing water?
Unless I have mistaken his colours, he lies half a mile south at least.
Good Captain Blunt, bid my good night to him. Give to him from me this most needed scroll.
Upon my life, my lord, I will undertake it. And so God give you quiet rest tonight.
Good night, good Captain Blunt. Come, gentlemen, let us confer upon tomorrow's business.
What is the clock? It's supper time. 9 o'clock. Ah, I will not sup tonight. Rather again, I'll make some ink and parchment. Catch me, if I hold it out late in my tent.
All things first notice, my pirate king.
Good Norfolk, I thee to thy charge. Choose trusty sentinels. Now go.
I warrant you, captain.
Catch me! Send out a husband armed to Stanley's crew. Bid him bring his power before sunrising, lest his second fall into the blind cave of eternal night.
Yes, captain.
Swore thou the melancholy Ratcliffe?
True. And the need she up consulted.
So I am satisfied. I think the cards are ready.
It is.
Bid my guard watch and leave Ratcliffe, but return in the mid of night and assist me to arms. Now leave, I say.
Fortune and victory, sit on thy helm.
All comfort that a dark night can afford. Be to thy person, noble father-in-law, but tell me, how fares our loving mother?
I bless thee from thy mother, who prays continually for Richmond's good. So much for that. The silent hours steal on, and fickle darkness breaks across the shore. In brief, for so the season enters thee, to prepare thy for battle early in the morn, and put thy fortune to the bitumen of bloody strokes and mortal staring war. Farewell, the leisure and the fearful time. God give us leisure for these rites of love. Once more, adieu, be valiant, and speed well.
Good night, kind officers and gentlemen. For on the morrow, we mount wings of victory, so once and again, I say adieu. To thou, whose captain I account myself, look upon my forces with a gracious eye, put in their hands the bruising irons of wrath that they can crush down with heavy fall upon the typhon secrets of my mortal nemesis, and make us thy ministers of chastisement, that we may praise thee in our sweetest victory. To thee I do commend my watchful soul. That I let fall the windows of thine eyes, sleeping and waking. Oh, defend me still.
My soul will sit heavily on thee tomorrow. Thinkest how they stabbed me in my prime of life that took you. Therefore, despair and die. Good news, Richmond. The long souls of butchered princes will find in your behalf. Little Henry, Bishop, comforts you.
Let me sit heavy on thy soul tomorrow. I, that was washed to death with wholesome wine. Poor Clarence, by thy guile betrayed to death. Tomorrow in the battle, think of me and pull thy edgeless sword. Despair and die! Bloody and guiltily awake, and in a bloody battle end thy days. Think on Lord Hastings, despair and die.
Richard, thy wife! That Richard Anne, thy wife, that never slept a quiet hour with thee, now fills thy sleep with perturbation. Tomorrow in the battle, think on me, fall thy endless sword, despair, and
Last was I to help thee to the crown. The last was I that felt thy tyranny. Oh, in battle, think on mine, and die in terror of thy guiltiness. Grievous of bloody deeds and
condemns me for a bill. Perjury in the highest degree. Murder stems murder in the direst degree. All several sins, all used in each degree, throng to the bar, crying, guilty, guilty, guilty. It is no creature loves me, and if I die, whose soul shall pity? Nay, wherefore should they? Since I myself find in myself no pity to myself. Methought the souls of all I had murdered came to my bed, and every one did threat tomorrow's vengeance on the head of Richard.
Captain!
Ah, no! Who is there?
Radcliffe, my lord. Our friends awake. Buckle on their armor.
Oh, I have dreamed a fearful dream. What thinkest thou? Will our friends prove all true?
No, my lord. Don't be afraid of shadows, my lord.
Nightly shadows have struck more terror in my soul than 10,000 men led by Richmond. Come with me. We'll play the eavesdropper and see if any mean to shrink from it.
Goodbye, Richmond. Cry mercy, lords and watchful gentlemen, that thou hast taken a tardy sluggard here. How have you slept, my lord? Oh, the sweetest sleep and fairest birding dreams that have ever entered a dull head have I had since your departure, my lords. But what time into the morning is it? Upon the stroke of 4. Oh, why, it is time to arm and give direction. God and our good cause fight upon our side against a bloody tyrant and a monster. One raised in blood, one in blood established, one who had made means to get what he had, and slaughtered those with the means to help him. When one sweats to put a tyrant down, you sleep in peace, the tyrant is slain. Advance! Withdraw your willing sabres and muskets! Sound the bar drums and the trumpets boldly and cheerfully! Slayer of the Leviathan, Richmond and victory!
What said Northumberland touching Richmond?
It's up in arms.
He said the truth. And what did Surrey then?
He smiled.
He said the truth, and so indeed it is. Send me the clock. Who saw the sun today?
Not I.
Oh, and he disdains to shine. It will be a black day for someone. Right. The skies will frown and roar upon our army. The self-same heaven that frowns on us looks sadly upon Richmond.
My lord, the Crowborn's in the field.
Come, pull up Stanley, when he brings power. I'll lead forth our troops to the plain, and thus our victory will be ordained.
Good direction, warlike king of the pirates. This found I on my leaving trip this morning.
Shock he not, be not so bold, for Dickon thy master is bought and sold. A thing devised by the enemy. Oh, gentlemen! Be thy conscience! Sword, my lord! March on! Join bravely! Till it till knell! If not to heaven, then hand in hand to hell! Remember who you are! I hear the drum! Fire at will! What has Stanley truly bring his power?
My lord, he dogs to now to come.
Bastard Stanley! Off with his head!
The enemy is past the perimeter.
Advance our standards! Set upon our foes! Victory laps upon our horizons! Ah!
dead temples of this bloody wretch have I plucked off to grace thy brows withal. Wear it, enjoy it, and make much of it.
Great God in heaven, say amen to all. But tell me, is young George Stanley still living?
He is, my lord, and safe on board the Leicester. Whither, if it please you, we may now withdraw us.
What men of name have been slain on either side?
Norfolk, Lord Walter Ferry, Brackenbury, and Sir William Brandon.
In turn, their bodies have become their births. And we claim a pardon for those who have fled that in submission will return to us. Now we have taken a sacrament to unite the green of the land and the blue of the sea, so smile heaven upon this fair conjunction that have long frowned upon its enmity. Enrich the days to come with bold-faced peace, smiles plenty and fair prosperous days, and abate the edge of traitors, gracious Lord, that would reduce these bloody days again, and make the ocean streams of blood. The battle wounds have stopped, and peace lives again. And may she long live here. So I say, God say amen.
Amen.
And God save the Queen.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and all, for coming along tonight. It's of course you, the audience, that make this all worthwhile, and the performance is put together specifically for you. So thank you very much, and give yourself a round of applause. Doug Robbins, the Tropical Arts Artistic Director, would now like to have a few words. Doug.
Oh, wow, what a performance. Give another hand for the great cast. Now, what you saw tonight wouldn't have been possible without a lot of support. Firstly, I'd like to support Arts Queensland and thank them for us being successful in obtaining the Queensland Arts Showcase and Performance Grant to help put on this show. Along with that, we couldn't have done without support of the Cairns Regional Council and obviously the Saints Arts Centre where we're sitting in beautiful Tangle Street. And I hope this venue continues for many years, many more performances of tropical arts and other community groups and also professional groups. I'd also like to thank one of our biggest partners, Art Consolidating Services, which you saw the Art Creative Ensemble perform in the break. And we've been partnering them for 15 years, and it's amazing to see that they're one of our most popular groups, and it's really exciting that you got to see them all perform this evening. Also to our supporters and volunteers, and of course our spectacular performers. I now would like to take the opportunity to thank a few people in the cast and in the crew that have really made this show one to remember. I don't know if they can hear me, but firstly I'd like to acknowledge our production manager and secretary, Alicia Jamison. Alicia does a lot, and obviously you saw her as Margaret in production as well, so her tireless effort in putting in the hours and then pulling on a Guernsey as an actor was one that I'm sure you guys will see that it made the show what it was. I don't know if you can hear me, but anyway, I'll just go through the people. So here's the list. Next, I'd like to thank one of my co-directors and the lady responsible for the wonderful movement sequences you saw tonight. And it was really great to have Catherine Hassel with us. And we were lucky enough to have her children performing the show tonight this evening. And the beautiful sounds of May's singing is really made the show and made those sea shanties pop. So, Kat, if you're out the back and can hear, would you be able to come out and accept a gift? Thank you, Kat. Next, I have to thank what you saw tonight couldn't have been possible without a strong voice and a firm hand backstage as your stage manager in Catherine Turner. Trust you're here, Kat. Yeah, so Kat kept the show running backstage and really made sure all the entries and exits were kept to a standard. And I'm just going to turn around. So I'm facing one direction. And last but not least, I'd like to thank you saw them this evening as a deceptive and dangerous and quite terrifying Richard III. Now, I'd like to welcome Lillian White to the stage to I mean, I'm sure you'll agree that this brilliant young woman was a fantastic Richard, and it was a really great effort from her to pull it together. And as you can see from her makeup, she fits the character. And I just know that she's going to go on to do some amazing things. Really thrilled that she could pull on that beard and become Richard. Yes, I've got these other flowers on, but I think I brought too many. But anyway, thank you very much, audience, as well, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have the full house that we had this evening, or close to it. And I really appreciate that you took the time to come and on this swashbuckling journey with us. And thank you. And have a great night.
And thank you, of course, to Doug, so we can give him a big round of applause as he leaves the stage. He did an amazing job at the recreation of Richard III, and I'm sure Shakespeare would be incredibly proud. Just a reminder that Tropical Arts is a not-for-profit, community-based organisation. Pretty much we're all volunteers, and as such, if you've seen something tonight that inspires you to either be a member or become part of what happens here, then information is available at the front. Also, as you're leaving tonight, there is a survey, and we would really appreciate if you could fill it out. The reason being that there is it helps with the funding of what we're doing. You have another word, Doug?
The last thing I want to thank Consolidating. Also, she did the costumes as well, and I wasn't certain that she was here this evening, but here she is. I knew I hadn't lost your name. Yeah, thank you, and I'll let you carry on.
Thank you very much. It's also been an absolute pleasure for myself, Wendy Ramsey, to be the MC of this series of performances. I have, as I started, one final task to do. It is once again to ask you all to please rise, as for the final time, Richard III, Hail the Queen.